In the Bible, there was a king unlike any other, King Solomon. He was young, yet wise beyond his years, because God had given him wisdom greater than any man before him. One day, a most unusual case was brought before his throne. In the great halls of King Solomon's palace, two women stood before the throne. Their eyes burned with desperation. Their voices clashed like swords. And in the arms of one, a tiny baby, innocent and unaware. The first woman stepped forward, tears streaming down her face. Her voice cracked with emotion. "My lord, please. This woman and I live in the same house. We both had sons, just days apart. But one night, her baby died." She turned and pointed at the second woman, her hands trembling. "While I was asleep, she stole my baby and placed her dead child in my arms. When I woke up and looked at him, my heart broke. But then I saw it was not my son. My baby is alive, my king." The second woman snapped back, her face hard as stone. "No, the living baby is mine. The dead one is hers." Their cries filled the throne room, their words twisting and tangling like vines. The court murmured, unsure. Who was telling the truth? There were no witnesses, no proof. King Solomon sat still. His gaze was piercing, his mind as sharp as a sword. He raised a hand, and the room fell silent. Then, in a voice calm as the sea before a storm, he said, "Bring me a sword." Gasps filled the chamber. A guard stepped forward, unsheathing a long, gleaming blade. Solomon's next words sent a chill through the room. "Cut the baby in two. Give half to one and half to the other." A sharp gasp escaped the first woman's lips. Her face went pale, her body trembled, and then she fell to her knees, clutching her heart. "No!" she cried out, sobbing. "Please, my king, do not harm the child. Give him to her. Just let him live." The second woman stood stiff, her eyes cold. "Yes, my king. If I can't have him, neither can she. Divide him." The court held its breath. Silence. Solomon leaned forward, eyes locked onto the women. Then, in a voice filled with authority, he declared, "Stop. Do not harm the child. Give him to the first woman. She is the true mother." A wave of shock and awe swept through the courtroom. Solomon had seen the truth, for only a real mother would rather lose her child than see him harmed. The baby was placed in his mother's arms. She held him tight, crying tears of joy. Word of Solomon's wisdom spread across the land. People whispered his name in the streets. Truly, God has given this man wisdom beyond all understanding. True love is selfless. The real mother was willing to give up her child if it meant he would live. Godly wisdom reveals the truth. What is hidden cannot stay hidden forever. Justice belongs to the Lord. When we seek him, he will always make things right. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Proverbs 9 verse 10. Like, share, and subscribe for more Bible stories.